Hello, OMG. Welcome back to my channel. So excited you are here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you. It's Jody Dunn. And in this week's video, I'm going to be doing just a little bit of cleaning. So hopefully this will give you some motivation or inspiration if you have some cleaning that you want to get done in your house, or if you're already working on a project, hopefully I can keep you company. If you're new and you just found me, so happy that you are here. Would you please say hello to me and let me know you are new right down in the comment section. I would love to welcome you and say hello to you. And if you are already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to another video. I appreciate you so very much. Leave me a hello in the comments so I can say hi to you. So we're starting off in my bathroom. I'm just doing a quick wipe down of my sink. I try to do it a couple of times a week. Sometimes it only gets done once a week. I am happy to report I have been continuing on my schedule. Gosh, it's got to be close to maybe 8-9 months now, where I clean my shower right before I get in it once a week. It takes me like 4 or 5 minutes. It's just so awesome. And I've just stuck with that habit. So that's really cool. I did want to film a garden video this week, and I got a late start to filming, and I actually got out in the garden and started doing some things. We went from like 90-degree weather down to 60 and 50. Look at how dang dusty. My bathroom is super duper dusty right now because I haven't cleaned, I just haven't dusted and done like the baseboards and things. Anyways, we got down to like 60s and 50s. And then we went back up to like 80. And we haven't had any rain for a month, so my garden was looking absolutely terrible. I have been watering, but not as regularly as I should be. Anyways, we ended up getting rain this week. Thank heavens, because we needed it bad. We didn't get a lot, but we had a whole day and about a half where it just kind of like lightly steady rained. So I couldn't get back out in the garden. So we're going to get a few things done in the house. So I decided just to start off with a couple of, like regular weekly things that I usually do that I just hadn't done yet this week. But I have a new dusting tool. It's like a baseboard tool. To be honest with you, I got it months ago and I just have not tried it. I am really bad at dusting. I just don't think to do it until I look at something and I'm like, wow, that really needs it. And first of all, there's no right or wrong way to clean. We all have our own preferences. So some people like to do things a certain way and other people like to do it a different way. It's fine. They both get the job done, right? As long as you're getting it clean. But when it comes to baseboards, I don't know if you can tell. Can you see how dusty that is? Like, it's just dusty in here because I haven't done it for quite some time. And when it comes to baseboards just looking terrible, I'm always looking for, how do we do this as quickly and efficiently as possible? So I got these little like baseboard dusters. Now, they say that they come pre-moistened. So I just pulled it out of the package and I'm just dusting it off. And I was fairly impressed with how the dust just really stuck in this baseboard duster. You just run it under water and that cleans it off. What I found was it works a little better if I run it under water first. So instead of using it where it's almost dry, I got it wet and it really did, I thought, a pretty darn good job of just pulling the dust up. Usually when I do these, I just do it with a bucket of soap and water and a microfiber cloth, which works just perfectly fine. I don't know that this worked any better, but I wasn't using any cleaner, and I kind of liked that just to get the dust off. It just makes it look better when it's not caked with dust, and you can see all of the dust in there. I feel like bathrooms just accumulate a lot more dust because you've got, you know, the toilet paper residue flying around. So I don't know if this was better. I will show you in a minute. There was one spot where I was like, oh, this was way easier than using a microfiber cloth. So my opinion on this thing is, I liked it. It just made it, you know, a little bit different way to clean all the dust up on the baseboards, on all of the trim. And it was just fast and easy. I just rinsed it every, you know, few swipes when it got full of dust, and then just went back. I didn't have to use any cleaner. So that was nice. I don't know that I would say it was better than just using a microfiber cloth, because you can just get a microfiber cloth wet and basically do the same darn thing. So I don't think that this is a necessary tool, but it did a really good job. And I don't know, sometimes when I'm cleaning something that I fail to do, that I'm just not great at using a new tool. Look at all that mostly toilet paper residue dust. When you have a new something to try out, it just makes it a little more exciting. The only thing that I found was hard to get off is if like one of my hairs got stuck in there, because I shed terrible. So of course my hair is always all over everywhere in the bathroom. So that kind of did stick in there, but the regular dust just rinsed right out super duper easy. So I give this a thumbs up for sure. I'll continue using it. And look at how dusty this is. Oh my gosh. I really needed to do this, and just having a new tool gave me a little bit of motivation. I looked up and my windowsill was a little dusty too, so I just took the tool and dusted that as well. And while I had this out, I was like, oh, my half bath downstairs really needs it too. The baseboards are really dusty, so I'm going to take that down there and try it out down there as well. And then that was all I did on this day. This is going to definitely be another shorter video. I was not very efficient with my time this week. I had a busy week, but I had a little bit more free time than I could have got some more things done, and I just didn't. Like, some weeks are just like that. But like I said last week, anytime you can do something for your house, it makes a positive impact. So I'm just showing you what I did get done this week. This part right here, I always have trouble with this, with the microfiber cloth sticking to it. So I did like this tool a heck of a lot better, because this trim it's like a decorative trim. So it's got just a bunch of little edges and things, and the microfiber cloth always gets stuck on it. So I did like it better for that. After I finish this, you're going to see some outdoor critter clips and get introduced to a new critter. Well, not really a new critter. If you've been around for a while, you know I have a front yard chipmunk named Pip. Well, I actually have 2 front yard chipmunks. I just didn't realize I had 2, so I renamed them. One day they both showed up at the same time, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have 2 of you. Oh my gosh, I'm just coming from a walk. Hi, sweetie. I haven't seen her in a week. I've been worried sick. But she did come by the other day, and Viv saw her. Hi, good morning. Hi, where have you been? I usually see you every single day. Good morning, honey. There we go. I'll give you some more pecans from my pocket. You're looking so beautiful. I've been missing you a ton. The hair on your tail has grown back a lot, and I can see a lot of peach fuzz on your body, even though you still pretty much look all bald. Maybe you're going to grow your hair back. Yeah, we got nuts all over falling from the trees. So you haven't needed to come to me? Sweetie, you would come see me every day for over a year. So I don't appreciate being missing for that many days. But I'm very happy to see you. Good morning, good afternoon. Oh, and I think I got thing 1 up here. Thing 1! Oh, thing 2, you're over there. Hi, thing 1. Good morning. Yeah, sweetie's here. Does that make you happy? It makes me happy. Come on, thing 1. Come on. Yes. Come on, my thing 1. There you go. Here. Why do you do that? Why are you running so fast? You know you're going to get 2. Come on. Get it in the cheeks. 1 for the cheeks. Come on. Oh, I gave you kind of a big one. Is that one too big to fit in the cheeks? Come on. Can you get it? Come on. Yeah, come and get another one. 2 for the cheeks. There you go. There you go, thing 1. Thing 2. Sweetie, you're so beautiful. I love you. Thing 2. I just saw you over here. I hear a chipmunk. Well, thing 2 is a little more shy, so maybe she's not around right now. All right, I gotta get a drink of water. That was a good walk. Lord, I gotta go get the girls from school. And I always check. That's cutie. Before I leave. Hey, we got to see thing 1, thing 2, sweetie. And my handsomest boy. Hi, cutie. Hi, how are you doing? Hang on. There you go, honey. There you go. Hi, cutie. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Here we go. Get you a lot of pecans, okay? I think I got a couple more in my pocket. Here we go. There you go, cutie. You enjoy your lunch, okay? I love you so much. So happy to see you. All right, so in last week's video, I did my lower cabinet. So today I'm going to finish the upper cabinet. So I always thought that Pip would act different at different times, and I didn't realize it was literally last week that they both showed up at the same time, and I was like, oh my gosh. I have 2 front yard chipmunks that I've been feeding, and here I thought it was just one. And so instead of calling one Pip and then naming the other, I just started calling them thing 1 and thing 2. Thing 1, I think, is a boy, and he will take 2 at a time. Thing 2, I'm pretty certain, is a girl, because I think she has a baby that I've seen, and she is much shyer. She'll only take 1 at a time, and she takes longer to come to me. I can literally now that I know I have 2 different chipmunks, I go right to thing 2's den. I know where his den is, and I'll call him, and he'll pop his little head out. It's the cutest thing ever. So anyways, you actually didn't get to see thing 2, but I got 2 front yard chipmunks and renamed Pip to thing 1 and now thing 2. All right, so as I was going around cleaning the cupboards, I was like, oh, I know the microwaves are really bad. So I just went ahead and put a cup of hot water in the microwave. It is definitely now my favorite way to clean the microwave. I just put it in there for 5 minutes. All the steam steams up, makes it super easy to wipe the microwave down, sanitizes it. So while I'm getting these cleaned, I'm going to let that do its job, and then I will wipe down the microwave as well. I would love to hear what's happening with you this week. Are you working on any projects in your house? What have you been up to? Definitely feel free to share with me down in the comments if you would like to. I would love to hear it. I have decided I will always do my cabinets this way because every time I try to clean my cabinets, I just get overwhelmed by the thought because I feel like it probably doesn't take me this long. I have so many kitchen cabinets, which I'm so grateful for. I feel like it takes me like an hour to do all of them. And when I did the lowers last week, it took me about 20 minutes. And then now I'm doing the uppers, and it took me about 20 minutes. So I liked this way better. It was not overwhelming at all. And so this is the way I'm always going to do it from now on. And the upper cabinets are never quite as dirty as the lower cabinets. So this was a breeze. And I just use a cap full of Murphy's oil soap and a bucket of water, love the way it smells, and it does a great job of cleaning them up and just freshening everything up in the kitchen. I'm hoping I can get back to my mom soon and do another decluttering project. She has not been feeling great, so I haven't been over there because of that. Hopefully she's starting to feel better. She doesn't have the greatest lungs, so whenever she gets sick, it takes longer for her to recover. So anyways, I also have a couple decluttering projects I really need to get done in my house that I want to get done. I just did not have any. It's very rare that I have motivation to do anything. I just was not efficient, like I said, with my time this week. So this is literally all I got done as far as working on projects in my house. But it did make a big difference. I got all those baseboards cleaned and all of the trim in my bathroom and in the downstairs bathroom, and then finished the job I started last week. Now all my cabinets have a fresh wash to them. Got all the dirt off, all the food, the grease that gets on your kitchen cabinet. So I'm happy that I got things done, and I just got to be more productive this coming week to get something else done. And it's starting to get to be that season, where all the colds and the flus come around. Donna Jean has been sick for about 2 weeks. I finally got the doctor to prescribe me an antibiotic and a steroid for her terrible cough. She's finally starting to feel better, but she missed almost a whole week of school last week. So it was just a week, and sometimes we have weeks like that. So this week will be a better week, and I'm going to be more productive and get more things done. But like I said, I hope I kept you company while you were working on a project. So I'm finished with the cabinets. I'm going to take the water out of the microwave, and all I'm going to do is just take a dishcloth that I wet down. I don't have any soap on it, and the steam just literally makes it so easy to pull all of the gunk off. I did take the tray out and wash that with just dish soap, but everything else I just wiped down with a wet kitchen dishcloth, and it came out so fresh and clean. It looks so much better. I'll give you a before and after shot. But I appreciate you so much for spending some time with me today. Hopefully I'll have a longer video for you next week, and I really want to get a decluttering project done, whether that's in my house or my mom's house. Oh boy, my basement needs it really bad. So we might start working on the basement. It will be a busy week this week. My girls have homecoming this week, so we'll have to, get them all ready for the homecoming dance. They both got asked to go to homecoming, so they both have dates, which is very exciting and super cute. And the homecoming game will be on Friday, and the parade, and both my girls are in an activity, so they're going to be in the parade, which is going to be fun. My grandbabies are going to come to the parade, so it should be a really good time, but definitely a busy week again, which that's the way it is every week. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I appreciate you so very much for spending some time with me. I'm going to see you again next week for a new video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye.